You're seriously turning us down?
Can you believe it?
Untie her.
I freed myself 5 minutes ago.
We all know Wednesday Season 2 has a lot of ways to top Season 1, and in this video, we're diving right into that. But as you can tell from the title, we're also covering some unexpected surprises that left us speechless. And that's not all. We'll break down why Wednesday Season 2 wasted no time bringing back this major villain. So stick around till the end, and we'll fill you in on everything we know about the new season. Let's start off with the one mistake that could ruin Wednesday Season 2, a mistake that's unfortunately becoming a trend for Netflix shows. The streaming giant could make a divisive decision that might drop viewership, and the chances of it happening are high. When Wednesday first premiered in November 2022, it became Netflix's most popular global show of all time. Since then, fans have been eagerly waiting for Season 2. But thanks to Jenna Ortega's packed filming schedule and the 2024 Hollywood labor strikes, the wait has been excruciatingly long. Filming finally wrapped in December 2024, but Netflix has yet to announce a release date. If we go by Season 1's timeline, where it took 8 months from filming completion to release, Season 2 might drop around July or August 2025. While fans have been patient, Netflix's recent trend of splitting seasons into multiple parts could push that patience to the limit. And that's where the real frustration begins. If Netflix chooses to release Wednesday Season 2 in 2 parts after making fans wait nearly 3 years, it would be a huge letdown. While the show's gripping story is strong enough to bring fans back, asking them to return for a split season might be pushing it. If Wednesday weren't as good as it is, the hype likely wouldn't have lasted this long. Even with an epic mid-season cliffhanger, making fans wait months for the second half would still be frustrating. Netflix has been splitting seasons for multiple reasons: content gaps from the Hollywood strikes, longer seasons, and even financial incentives to keep subscribers around longer. While this strategy might work for some shows, Wednesday has an intensely loyal fan base. After such a long wait, Netflix would be wise not to take that for granted. Let's start off with the one mistake that could ruin Wednesday Season 2, something that's already become a frustrating trend for Netflix shows. The streaming giant could make a decision that would seriously hurt viewership, and unfortunately, there's a high chance it'll happen because it's a pattern they've been following lately. When Wednesday first dropped in November 2022, it instantly became a global sensation, skyrocketing to the top of Netflix's most popular shows ever via Tudum. Since then, fans have been eagerly waiting for the next season. But thanks to Jenna Ortega's packed filming schedule and the 2024 Hollywood labor strikes, the wait has been painfully long. After nearly 2 years, filming for Season 2 finally wrapped in December 2024. However, Netflix still hasn't announced a release date. If we go by the timeline of Season 1, which took about 8 months after filming wrapped to hit the platform, Season 2 could land sometime in July or August 2025, but that's just a rough estimate. Fans have been incredibly patient, but Netflix's recent trend of splitting seasons into multiple parts could end up alienating even the most loyal viewers. And that's exactly the issue. If Wednesday Season 2 is released in 2 parts, it would be incredibly frustrating after such a long wait. While the first season's ending was strong enough to keep fans invested, making them return for a split season would be pushing it. If Wednesday wasn't as good as it is, there's no way the hype would have lasted this long. Most other shows wouldn't survive a 3-year gap. The second season of Wednesday is set to premiere sometime in 2025, and it's already shaping up to bring some exciting new additions. But even in the best-case scenario, a split release would mean waiting at least a month between parts, and in many cases, Netflix delays them by several months. Imagine waiting 3 years for Wednesday Season 2 only to get half of it and then being forced to wait another 2 or 3 months for the rest. It would take an absolutely jaw-dropping mid-season cliffhanger to keep the fans invested, but even then, it would ruffle a lot of feathers. So why is Netflix doing this with so many of its original shows? A few reasons. They're still recovering from the content drought caused by COVID-19 and the Hollywood strikes. Splitting seasons can also allow for longer runs like Cobra Kai Season 6. And from a business perspective, spreading out episodes keeps subscribers locked in for more than 1 month instead of binging and canceling. Shows like Outer Banks, You, Bridgerton, and Emily in Paris have all followed this model. But just because it works financially doesn't mean fans are happy about it. At the end of the day, Netflix should recognize that Wednesday fans have already been incredibly patient. Pushing them even further with a split season could backfire, and after waiting nearly 3 years, they deserve to get the whole season at once. That said, Wednesday Season 2 isn't wasting any time teasing Tyler's return. Even though he was exposed as the Hyde and chained up in a van at the end of Season 1, a new clip from Netflix confirms he's back and playing a key role in the upcoming season. The short 5-second teaser shows Tyler shackled to a wall, likely in Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital, as he looks up at Wednesday approaching him in his cell. We already knew Hunter Doohan was reprising his role, but it's kind of surprising that Netflix chose to highlight his reunion with Wednesday so early. Considering Tyler was the second best villain in Season 1, it might have been more effective to build up his return slowly rather than dropping a reveal like this right away. His story as the Hyde was one of the biggest loose ends, and while it was expected that he'd be locked up somewhere, confirming it's Willow Hill takes away some of the mystery the show could have played with in the first half of the season. That being said, this little teaser has definitely sparked excitement among fans, and Netflix's decision to show it might actually mean there's more to Tyler's role than we originally thought. And honestly, his role could be even bigger than expected. While the clip doesn't reveal much, the fact that Netflix is hyping up his return this early suggests he might have a larger presence in Season 2. With Miss Thornhill, Christina Ricci, seemingly out of the picture after being revealed as Laurel Gates, Tyler could step up as the main villain, possibly seeking revenge on Wednesday for ruining their plan. But at the same time, the teaser's ambiguity and the fact that Tyler is locked up at Willow Hill could also hint that someone else might take on the villain role instead. If Tyler doesn't become the main antagonist, Wednesday visiting him at Willow Hill could mean she needs something from him, maybe information about his Hyde abilities or another mystery tied to Nevermore's past. This could lead to an uneasy alliance between them, or at the very least, a slight redemption arc for Tyler. The clip is so short, so it doesn't give away too much, but one thing's for sure, Wednesday and Tyler's reunion is going to be intense. And that's a wrap on everything we know so far about Wednesday Season 2. If you want me to dive deeper into this or any other upcoming season, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates. I'll be keeping you posted on all the latest news about your favorite shows and movies, so stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.